guys, welcome back to Bit by Bit for our first video of 2017. This time we're going to be talking about the most interesting video game characters to cosplay that each of us would like to do at some point in the future, because we have goals and stuff like that. But first we're going to sort of recap from our last video what we did end up getting for Christmas, because we laid out for you what was on each of our lists. So Janet, do you want to go ahead and start by saying what you got for Christmas off your list?
Yeah, so I got a couple games, and hopefully I remember them all. I got BioShock, the collection.
Nice.
Haven't started it yet. I have it sitting there. I think I did open it, though, already, but I didn't start it. I actually think I'm going to try to start doing a thing where if they're in the little, it's not saran wrap, what is that, the wrapping called?
Plastic wrap?
Yeah, it's just like plastic wrap. There's a better word for that, but if I receive them in that, I want to leave them in that until I actually play it, so I get to like do the whole opening. But I messed it up halfway through opening my gift, so it didn't actually work out. So I have the BioShock collection for PS4, the Uncharted collection of games 1, 2, and 3, and then I got for Xbox One, what did I get? I just played it. What was it? I know I got Thief. I just started playing that, and I got something else for Xbox One. What was it? I'm spaced on that. I'll remember it later. And it was like
Life is Strange.
Life is Strange. Thank you. I just beat it.
She was tweeting about it.
Yeah. I'm like, what did I get? I'm like, it was like something I'd wanted for a long time.
See,
like,
for me, that's why I couldn't think of it, because I knew there was something else you had gotten, but I never played Life is Strange on the Xbox One. I played it back when it was only on the PC. So, so that's weird.
Yeah. So I played Life is Strange. Luckily, my tweets had that documented. So, and then I got Animal Crossing New Leaf.
Oh, nice.
And
I don't think I knew that one.
Yeah, that's what I got for, like, game gifts directly, and then the other stuff I got was just nerdy stuff. I got, a surprise gift from my friend Mauricio. I got a Pikachu plush dressed as Charizard. You can get it on Amazon. It's actually really soft, which is great, because that's what I want in plushes. I hate when they're, like, firm. Like, yeah, like and if you, like, look at, like, the ones you sell at Walgreens are, like, really hard, and that's why I don't buy them, even though they have some good Pokemon there. So I got that, a Sailor Moon pop, and a Pop of Sadness from Inside Out, like the movie Inside Out from Pixar. So it's great, and I have those set up next to my, I was kind of talking before we started recording this video, I recently played Song of the Deep, so I bought the Marin pop, where it's like Marin inside the little ship, so I have like Marin in her ship,
cute.
and Sailor Moon, and Sadness, and it's just like a nice little corner of pop women, and it's great, and I love it. Oh, and I got, the book of, The Secret Love of Geek Girls. The Secret Loves of Geek Girls. Yeah, it's published by Dark Horse. The names on there's a bunch of writers. It's like an anthology book. But the names on the front, one of them is Kazuda Connick, and one of them I can't remember, which I feel
Margaret
bad.
Atwood was also
She might have been on the front already, because she's one of the more popular writers.
She's Margaret Atwood, yeah.
That did something. She made a little comic. It's adorable. It's about how she's a nerd, and she had to get glasses and stuff, and it's great. But yeah, I think I'll just leave it at that. Then you can say your bit, and then we can kind of maybe talk about some, I guess, highlights from enjoying the gifts a little bit, that we may have gotten to or not gotten to yet.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you, well, yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of stuff that was, like, practical life stuff, but also a lot of nerd stuff. So, the actual video games that I got, were Story of Seasons for the 3DS, which I'm enjoying so far. I got that from my sister, and then I got, The Evil Within, which I had not planned on getting. That wasn't on my list, but I have it, and I'll talk about how I feel about that later, because I started playing that.
Yeah, Thief wasn't on my list either.
Yeah, right.
Just random.
It's just random things, which is nice too, you know. So I got Evil Within, and then I also got, I know this.
It's hard.
It is hard. I know, I got Evil Within. Oh, that's what it was. It's The World Ends With You for the DS, which I really did watch. It's a weird looking game.
Oh, yeah.
That was on my list. I think those are actually the only video games that I got, like, strictly speaking video games. But I also did get some interesting nerd stuff. Our mutual friend Mauricio, who got Janet the Pikachu, also got me, like, an action figure of Brienne of Tarth, which is awesome, because I'm obsessed with her. And Captain Phasma, because, you know, they're the same person, and same actress. And then I also got a new pop. I collect Star Wars pops, and so which I showed in a past video, and I got a Rey pop, which I didn't have yet, so that was cool. Apparently, actually, the reason I got that is because my mom was watching our video, and she heard me mention that I needed a Rey pop, and so I was like, oh, how'd you know I need a Rey pop? She was like, I saw it on your video, so channel's good for something.
Social media is really working for us.
Yeah, because that wasn't on my list, but it was something I did really want. But I also got a lot of stuff for like cooking and like my life, my broke like recent college graduate life. So so that was nice. Yeah, I think that's what I got though.
Nice. Yeah, sounds like a pretty good haul.
Oh wait, I got Paper Girls 2 from my roommate Catherine, which is a great comic. Okay, that's what I got.
Yeah, I felt like I got some really good stuff for Christmas, and then I also realized it's because I just gave you a list, and then I got everything that I wanted. Wow. So I'm like, it worked out. But like, and then it happened with all my family. So we're like, oh look, everyone's happy because we just wrote you what we wanted, and then you got it. Right. So yeah, it works way better than just aimlessly guessing. I think a bit. Though I did like getting Thief as a surprise gift. It was pretty funny because I don't know anything about the game. Well, now I know more about it because I looked into it and I started playing it. But when I got it, it was just kind of like, it was this weird moment of like, oh, this wasn't something I asked for. What is this? What do I, like, I'm not going to fake excitement because I don't know what this is, and I'm not going to, it was just awkward. And then I remember it was like, surprise. He's like, I saw it, it looked pretty interesting, the gameplay, and then, you know, that way I gave it to you, and that way I can also just test it out for myself. But apparently he got it really cheap. He won't tell me how cheap, I think, because it's part of, you know, giving a gift. Right. But he got it really cheap off Best Buy, online, used. And fun fact I didn't know, if you order used games from Best Buy, they come in like the little saran wrapping thing. It's not saran wrap, that's for food, but I always think of it. Right. I forgot what the name for that is, but yeah.
Pretty sure it's just plastic.
I feel like it's called something. Like, it's the way you like there's a word for the way you put that plastic on, like via machines. I swear, it's like a thing. I just don't know the name for it.
All right.
But having worked at a game store, like I know there's like a word for like that special plastic on there. Okay. I don't know what the name for it is, but I thought that was a pretty cool touch because a lot of times when people gift new games, it's because they're like, oh, I want it in the plastic, so that's why I bought it new.
Awkward. I only ever buy used games for like gifts when there's like an understanding, like with my brother.
Yeah, like I told him specifically, I'm like, I don't care if it's used. Games. I'm like, I don't care if it's used because I'm like, the more whatever helps you get me more games or helps you like get me games, like I really don't care about a game being used. Right. I feel like having a hang up on that is silly because you can just return it if it doesn't work. Right. Obviously, maybe a little bit more annoying if you buy it online, but like
I don't care. I like used games.
So it was pretty cool. They came like in the wrapping and everything. So so all my games look new, even though I think some of them are new, some of them are used. But he got it really, really cheap. I think definitely under $10, which is way cheaper than you can get it in store used too. And it's funny too because I was kind of making fun of him because I won't ask for Dishonored 2 or Dishonored 1. And I want to eventually get Dishonored 2, and it's like that game. The gameplay is like you can go around, you can kill people, or you can be stealthy and like attack people and like, you know, secretly and then just kind of knock them out, and then you venture through these things. That's like what I know about the Dishonored series. I don't know a lot about it, but it's funny because Thief Assassin's Creed also has similar gameplay. Right. So a lot of times when someone asks about one, you bring up the other ones for recommendations. So I just thought it was funny because I'm like, when you ask for Dishonored 1 and you just get Thief, you know, like what is, yeah. So Thief is a game that came out originally last gen and got like a reboot basically, and is available on Xbox One. I don't know if it's available on any other consoles. I'm not sure. But I started playing it. It's like a pretty basic game. And by basic, I mean like, oh, it's just like a game. And it like looks okay. And like, it has like a little load screen. So it's very like classic, like that era, like that 360 PS3 era of games where you're like, there's probably a million games like this. And it's like, it's alright. But it's actually so much fun. It's like one of my favorite games right now. Really? I love it. Yeah, I'm like maybe gonna write like some type of article on like loving this basic game. Because it's super basic. It's not special at all, but it's awesome. I'm getting so into it. It's first person. And the thing that I really like about it, which is kind of like morally questionable, is like, at least for the first start of the game, there's like a weird story thing going on that's like super, super strange. And I'm like, all right. But you just go around and you just steal stuff. And
that's not morally questionable at all.
It's great. It feels so good. That's why you need to
play Skyrim. You just steal things all the time. It's great. That's one of the best parts. Stealing things from people is one of the best parts of the Elder Scrolls series.
It's like so wonderful, and like it's just, you just go up and then you just steal stuff, and you just put out little candles, and then you like, your outfit's like ridiculous and you look horrible, but like you just walk around and then and I suck at stealth too, so it's really funny because the game's actually pretty easy because I definitely got extremely caught several times, and like no one somehow killed me, even though I've like, they're like, he's here, and I'm just like trying to fight, but I don't know how to fight in the game, so I'm like shooting arrows point blank range into people's faces, but they're like water arrows and they don't actually hurt you, so they're like, because there's like different arrows you can pick up, and one of them is water, to put out, like, flames in a distance and stuff.
Oh,
and, like, I have nothing. Like, I have, like, a bottle I'm trying to throw, like, from point blank range, but I don't remember the buttons, you know, because I just started playing.
So just this really ineffective thief.
Yeah, like, I literally, like, I'm just, like, well, I'm, like, an okay thief, a horrible murderer, like, I'm just, but the NPCs, like, the computers and stuff, they're just, like, not on it, so they're just, like, somehow still just getting knocked out, you know.
Put that on that should be a video game character's Tinder profile, you know, like horrible, or an okay thief, horrible murderer, you know. Like,
yeah, and like it's just a blast. I'll try to wrap up my discussion of Thief. It's so much fun, just like adventuring through and trying to. It's kind of nice because it like combines stealing with being a completionist. Because I'm like, ooh, I want to get all the gold, and then I really like how I only played a couple like levels of it, and at the end of levels, I think it's really nice too because they give you like the breakdown on how you played, but instead of just being like achievements unlocked, it's like what was your play style, and there's like I forgot the words for it, but basically there's like, oh, you like no one really saw you, or there's like you used your environment a lot to hide, and there's one that's kind of like you were kind of murdery or something. So yeah, it's just really, really fun. It's just a very like basic, simple game, but I'm like having a really good time playing it. I'm also still not fully used to the first person thing. So that's still kind of like, ooh, this is like weird. Even though it's been around for a really long time, I've just always avoided it. So yeah, I'm having a really, really fun time with it. It's one of the few games I play without listening to podcasts or music. I got the volume up, I got the subtitles on that do not match almost ever for some reason with what's going on.
That's weird.
And yeah, it's great. I'm just like walking around, just stealing things. And I'm like,
awesome.
I hope there's no added depth here. I just want to steal stuff for like a couple hours and just, you know, feel good about whatever money the company did get for this game. It's a great time. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Yeah, I find it interesting when you play a game that you weren't expecting to play, because like you get pumped up for playing a game, but then like if it's one that you weren't pumped up for, you like go in with zero expectations. It's really strange. And I got Evil Within as a random gift too, and I don't know if I like it yet, though. It's very hard to tell. It's supposed to be like a suspense horror game.
Okay.
Which I was really in the mood to
Yeah,
play.
you know what? Yeah, I've seen that box art like a million times.
Right, yeah. And I was like, okay, yeah, this looks cool, and I'm going to play it, and I'm excited. But for me, it's like a lot of reviews and stuff, which I did look up before I played it, just I was like kind of wondering how it would be, you know, and I didn't have my Xbox at home, so when I got it. But a lot of the reviews were like, oh yeah, it's like a quintessential survival, you know, era type thing, and I'm like, playing it, and I'm like, that's not really super true. Like, it's sort of more action. It's kind of like the newer Resident Evil games. It's a little more action-based, and one thing I find really, like, frustrating about it so far is that, like, you have to, when you mess up, you have to, like, and get killed, you have to replay a whole huge area again, and I'm like, I don't want to do this 50 times because the end's hard. Like, the beginning part's not hard, but, like, it's strenuous because you have to sneak everywhere and, like, not get killed by these zombie-type human things. And then you lose at the end of the chapter and you have to, like, start at the beginning sometimes. And occasionally there's checkpoints, but they're, like, not that helpful. And so, for me, like, that's a little weird. Like, I guess, for me, an actual survival-type game would include something that's, like, yeah, it might be really easy to get killed, and you have to be really stealthy, but, like, I should be able to, even if I have to reload, I should be able to do something else instead, you know what I mean? Like, like, I like games where, yeah, you got killed here and whatever, but, like, it would be boring to do this for the 8th time in a row, so now maybe I'm just going to try my chances in this new area, you know what I mean? Like, that's just weird. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, and I also started The Witcher, but I've decided for 2017 I'm going to finish all the games I start. But that means if I started in 2017, it has to be finished by 2018. So even if I don't finish Evil Within before I start a new game, it has to be finished before January 1st, 2018.
What happens if it's not? Do you have like a punishment for yourself?
I haven't decided yet.
If anyone wants to suggest a punishment for Jess, like, you know, a form of repayment towards the game gods. But yeah, it's a pretty tall order to do that resolution. I was talking to my brother about it.
I'm so bad at
and he's like, oh, I think, you know, just the resolution is pretty good. And I'm like, I mean, it's fine for her, but I would never do that because I tried to test a lot of stuff, and like a lot of that stuff isn't good, or it doesn't really have an end. And I'm like, I don't know.
If it doesn't have an end, I'm like using like an honor system. Like, it's like I feel like this has been played to the extent to which I can,
like, Animal Crossing.
Like Animal Crossing, yeah. Like, it's, I don't know, but. Anyway, speaking of Animal Crossing and getting into our cosplay stuff, which is, you know, sort of like, I guess, a lighter topic, one cosplay that I saw that I thought would be really fun is actually for Animal Crossing, like, characters like the humans, which I thought was, like, a little weird because they can look all sorts of different ways, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they don't look the same way every time. Especially, like, when I was a kid. I don't actually remember how it is on New Leaf. Do you know if you get a customize your character?
I don't know. I'm not letting myself play it until I finish Pokemon Moon, which I'm going to finish at the end of this month, because I need that
next
goal.
month to play Animal Crossing. Yeah, so I can't remember if you can customize your character on New Leaf or not. I think you might be able to, but on the original Animal Crossing for GameCube, you'd, like, go through the whole beginning scene and, like, answer all these questions from this weird cat on the train with you, and then you'd get off the train, and, like, you'd walk off, and you could see your character for the first time, and sometimes they were ugly as hell, and you were like, damn it, I have to restart, because they'd look like they got beat up or something, and their, like, eyes were, like, drooping, and I was like, why did they look like
Based
that?
on how you answered the cat's question?
No, it's just randomized.
Oh, I thought it was, like...
I think there was some slight things that can change, like, slight answers that you give that can change things about your appearance. But some of it was just random. So sometimes I play the beginning like 8 times trying to get a character that looks good. Because you can never change their appearance. It's like, if I'm ugly forever. You know, that's horrible. So I mean, that aside, I saw this Animal Crossing cosplay that someone did where basically, like, they had a boy and a girl one, but, like, the girl one was, like, a dress and had, like, a flower on it, because, like, you've seen the Animal Crossing characters, like, these cutesy things, and she put, because a lot of times they had triangles for nose, so she just painted, like, an orange triangle, like, over her nose like this, so it looked like a triangle on her face instead of an actual nose, and, like, you know, it had, like, the red circles where they had the blush and stuff, and then she was carrying around a butterfly net, you know, and she had high knee socks,
it's adorable!
Sneakers. I was like, it's so cute, so I don't know, maybe we'll put a picture over the video here with that on it, but that was one I thought would be really cute and kind of strange, like not one I'd really think of normally having a cosplay for video games.
Yeah, for like the humanized cosplays, they're always like hit or miss to me, because sometimes they like work out and then sometimes they look like kind of like creepy almost. I think it happens a lot with the Pokemon ones, because like they're just kind of hit or miss. But for myself, I think I probably should just look at my Pinterest board because I have all these already pinned, but I really like the, like, interpretive cosplays. Like, I want to do more of those, because usually I've cosplayed a lot. I've cosplayed as, like, you know, Ramona Flowers, and Luigi from Luigi's Mansion, and Joyce Byers from Stranger Things, and No Face.
No Face.
And maybe, like, 1 or 2 other cosplays as well. Lisa Simpson was one. But, like, I really want to do more of, like, the interpretive ones, but I also, like, don't come up with that many ideas, so it's gonna be hard. But I want to do a Princess Peach one that's, like, more, like, badass. Or a crossover between Princess Peach and some other, like, franchise. But I haven't figured out what I want that to be yet, but I've seen some good cosplays of that. Of, like, Princess Peach, like, interpreted differently, and, like, some of them have, like, she'll have a sword, or she'll have, like, you know, like, a blue shell shoulder pad, or, like, one that was, like, Borderlands Peach, and that one was, like, really intense. It had, like, the, you know, Borderlands, like, art style.
Right.
But with Princess Peach instead,
That's
so
cool.
it had, like, a crown. So, yeah, that's definitely one I'd want to do. And then, I really want to be Toadette at one point, with, like, the little pink, like, top part, and then the long pink hair, and then, like, you just wear, like, a cute dress, and then you're done.
Yeah, I think that'd be cute. I also really like some of the, like, gender bent ones, you know? Like,
yeah,
but, like, where you, like, dress up as, like, I know that my roommate Catherine really wants to do, like a gender bent, Cole, like, or Colin or something from Dragon Age, and I think that'd be really cool. But, like, I like the ones where they don't, where you're not necessarily trying to look like the male version of character, but you're actually, like, I don't really want to say feminizing.
If you made, like, the female... If you reimagine the character as female.
As female, yeah. So it's like, you know, like, Cole, you know, sort of has shorter hair or whatever, and whatnot, but I think, like, if you have, like, because my roommate has, like, longer hair, I think her longer hair down would look fine, but, like, the sort of same aesthetic as, like, Cole's hair would look, or something like that, you know? So maybe not getting the exact image, but yeah, sort of a reimagined, character. I think those are really cool. I actually saw one that was really interesting. It was, from Dragon Age universe. It was on Twitter today. I saw it was gender bent Varric, and I don't know if you've seen Varric.
I think I have,
but yeah, he's like a hairy dwarf character from Dragon Age Inquisition, and like he's always got like his chest hair, you know, peeking out of his shirt and whatever, and he's kind of surly and he's great. He's a great character. I love him. And I would never have expected to see a gender bent Varric, and it was awesome. She looked great, so I thought that was really cool. And bold, because it's not like, you know, like one of the, like, super sexy male characters from Dragon Age where you're like, oh yeah, they're like a hot guy and I can make it into a hot girl and it's fine. Varric's a little weird looking. Like, so, like, props to you for making that look good. Yeah, but I think a lot of the other ones that I'm interested in doing, unfortunately, involve armor, which is hard. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to make armor.
I want to learn how to make props, because I think I've always wanted to be Shell from Portal, but if you don't have a portal gun, no offense to anyone that's cosplayed as Shell and didn't have a portal gun, I feel like there's no point, because you're just wearing an orange jumpsuit, and that's, like, not that interesting.
Right.
Typically what I've done for props, I just kind of bought them, so, like, I had a prop for, and I love props, though. I had for Legion's Mansion, I had, like, a kid's toy vacuum, and I just made that into like a backpack, and then so that was my vacuum. And then for Ramona Flowers, I did the giant mallet she has, and that I didn't make myself. It didn't look good. It looked okay in photos because if you couldn't see what it was, but what it was just like it was really jankily made because I don't know how to weld and like do things. So I was like, it was literally just like the stick part of it was like the handle was just like basically a more sturdy version of, you know when you buy wrapping paper and it's just like a stick? Mm-hmm. It's like that, but like way more sturdy because it was just a different material attached to a box that was just silver duct taped like crazy. It looked probably a little bit better than I'm describing it, but not as good as it should look because it shouldn't look like crap. And it did kind of, but it was good enough and people had fun with it. I really want to learn how to make, so like the portal gun, and then for like a little bit less elaborate, I want to be Gladys from Portal, and just have like a black and white dress or something, and then just do like some type of headpiece. I just want to be able to make the headpiece part, but that's also kind of hard. Like you gotta, like I've looked up tutorials of it because I'm like, oh, how do I make this? And everyone's like, well, first you go to Home Depot, and then you get these pipes, and then you like crap. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna.
You lost me.
I can't cook dinner, so probably not. But that's one of my eventual goals, to just like pick a item and then like learn how to make it, and then just keep making props. But yeah. I
think another problem I run into is a lot of my favorite video games are like sort of ambiguous main character video games. Like I like the BioWare video games a lot, you know, like Mass Effect and like Dragon Age and whatever. And so I've seen some people do like, oh, I'm Shepard. I'm like, but you don't look like Shepard looks, you know, to me. That's not what my Shepard looks like, you know what I mean? So like I get upset about it. And I think
has anyone ever done Shepard as a literal Shepard and has, you know, like a bat, like the
that would be amazing.
Cosplay
with like a
cosplays are good if they're, you gotta like do it right and pick your spot.
I think that would be interesting. Yeah, I've never seen that, but I bet you someone probably has because that's the world's full of people that I both hate and love.
My friend cosplays all the time as Magic Carpet, and he has a magic carpet on his head and a little carpet on his chest, or one time he's ridden like the magic carpet as Magikarp, so he's done a lot of variations of it. You can see him at Lollapalooza and a couple other events.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I can put a link to, I think he has a Facebook page for it.
That would be nice.
He just goes around with a Magikarp head. He has a couple of Magikarp heads. He has like his casual Magikarp head for like festivals, and then his like more elaborative Magikarp head. He's a great person. Why are you laughing at my friend's dreams?
They're beautiful.
This is also part of like just having the giggle fits before this. But yeah, there's a lot of really, really interesting, creative cosplay stuff out there. And yeah, I would love to like I think my main goal is to finally cosplay at like a convention or something.
Yeah, like a legit place where everyone can be like, ooh, that
looks
so good.
Like, I work really hard,
you know?
but I really just put it on the internet, and then I usually do it for Halloween. So
right.
Yeah, just because it's the only time it makes sense, usually.
I've never really cosplayed anything.
I mean, it's so much fun.
I really want to, and I meant to. Well, I guess I I didn't really. I dressed up as, like, Lumpy Space Princess for
Oh, yeah, that's pretty...
probably a cosplay, and
no,
it wasn't
like
legit.
A cosplay.
I wore a purple dress with, like, a purple cardigan and I taped a star to my head and dyed my hair purple.
I thought it was cute.
And I walked around using the Lumpy Space Princess voice. So, like, I mean, I liked it. It was fun, but it wasn't a real cosplay. It was sort of like, yeah, it's Halloween, and, like, you'll be able to tell what I am.
Well, it's like a little less, it's like a different take to me. It's like
it was a very casual Lumpy Space Princess.
But it's like a more, like style-ish based cosplay. I feel like there's like the cosplays where you're like, there's like different like genres of cosplay.
Like,
you know, there's
literal cosplay.
Yeah, there's like if you're just you're going for accuracy. That's one. One's like interpretive. Like yours goes under interpretive because it's like you're trying to capture the essence of the character, but like put your own style to it. And so under that is like what you did, like style kind of almost like Disney inspired by like those outfits, you know, kind of thing.
Yes,
that's what you did. And then there's also like the gender swapped ones go under that, and then also like then there's like crossplay. That's like to me the
Crossing
mix.
over two different...
Though also some people, I think that term might be used for like the gender one. I don't remember all the terms. But yeah, there's like the crossover cosplays, and there's cos puns, which are
a lot out there.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of different things. I think it's super cool.
I think you should. I could tack that onto my. I've been adding a lot of things to my 2017 goals just the past couple days. I didn't mean to do this. I thought I'm not really gonna set goals this year, but every day I've been like, oh, I'm gonna do that. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna learn how to sew or whatever. But which might be
like
helpful for cosplay. She inspired me.
Yeah. Sophie's 4.
Yeah, she's
Right.
4-year-old. She's learning how to sew, and I was like, she's more of a real human than I am. Which is a shame because I've been here for a long time. But, you know, I want to add to my goals for 2017 that I want to do a real cosplay this year, like a actual cosplay. Even if I plan it the whole year and it takes the whole year, I want to do a cosplay. That's my goal. That's one of my
really
goals.
satisfying, and people. I mean, there's so many. I could talk for a long time about why I love cosplay, but I won't. There's actually a really nice video that you put a link either in the description or somewhere to. I forgot his name. Maybe Adam. Is it Adam Savage? The guy from Mythbusters.
I feel like that's really familiar.
Yeah, it is her name. Catherine whispered that it is her name.
We have our little
but yeah,
background gremlin.
Yeah, just his roommate is in the room as well. But
my roommate.
Yes,
she's in the room.
Anyway, so he did a really nice TED Talk on why he loves cosplaying, and he does cosplays all the time, like very elaborate because he actually knows how to make things, so it turns out a bit better. But yeah, it's really fun. It's nice, you know, you bring like some joy to other people as well by like sharing your nerdiness, because people get a kick out of it even if they don't like. That's kind of nice about cosplaying someone that's really well known. Like when I did my Luigi one, like people were like, "Hey, Luigi," and like they liked it. It was cute. It was fun. Yeah. It's a character people recognize. Kids love when you cosplay because they're like, or they're scared of you when you cosplay.
Either way.
I think my no face thing kind of had a mix. Like kids were kind of excited.
I loved your no face
or really
thing.
afraid. It was like a weird combination of the two. But
yeah,
it was great. Yeah, the day was great. You know, I ate in the dining hall.
That was the best thing about your cosplay is that because your head was up here, and so that your actual like human head was below your. Yeah,
I made it so I could look out of the mouth.
Yeah, but then it was
so my head, my eyes were
like you were eating through your neck.
Yeah, like the real
actual
no face. Yeah.
And everyone was like, you know, like watching you eat, and it was amazing.
Yeah, there's like great story that is as told by Catherine, who's also in the room, where because we ate lunch that day, and I got my food. I tried to get a lot of food too, you know, really live up to the role. And then we were like hanging at the table, and then later Catherine says, "Oh, the best part of you eating with all of us is that at the other table over, someone goes, 'Shh, I want to see how it eats.'" Yeah, which I did through like I had like an opening in my cloak, and I just kind of shoved food in like what would look like my neck, but it was my mouth. It was really hard to eat, but it was so worth it.
It was the best.
Yeah, it was great. I went to the gym that day as no face. I just like I sat like in a pile of leaves for like half an hour, just staring at people as they walked by. But yeah, it was super fun. It's just a fun time. So yeah, for sure, definitely want to do that. I definitely want to go to some conventions this year as well. I want to finally get out to what was the one that I was gonna go to, but then I couldn't.
Was it the anime one or was it the Comic-Con?
It's like a female based one.
Oh shoot!
And I'm not remembering the name of it.
I don't remember it either, but we both wanted to go and we both signed up to go. And
yeah,
I just couldn't. But neither of us could afford.
Yeah,
to go.
I just couldn't make it because I'm like I think I could barely afford to go, but it would be also a lot of work, and I was very busy with my job at the time.
Right.
And I cannot remember the name of it.
It was.
I feel like I would just be making us like, girl.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description for you. Yeah,
it's something like
we're never prepared.
Yeah,
it's charming, right? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I wanted to be conversational, and conversations don't always go very smoothly.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely a good goal to have. It's kind of like a nice way to be part of the community without needing to necessarily just go up and talk to people about what you're interested in.
Which is great because I hate talking to people. Okay.
All right, so I guess
thank you guys for watching, and go ahead and give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. We'll be bringing you lots of new stuff this year, so stay tuned.
Yeah, and make sure to let us know in the comments below if you have an idea on how to punish Jess if she leaves any unfinished games for this calendar year. All right, see you guys next week.
Bye.